Welcome to the TWU Local 100 Annual General Membership Assembly here at the Sheraton Times Square Hotel on Saturday, January 19, 2019. As a newly elected president of our great organization, it is a pleasure and a true honor to present this report on the state of our union for the past year and to look ahead to the many challenges that we face together this year and beyond. I'm proud to say that the state of our union is strong. We now have 45,000 members under the TWU Local 100 banner, the most in our history. We continue to grow at a steady pace by organizing unorganized workers. We are the largest and most active transportation local union in America. Our finances are in good order. The arrows are all pointing in the right direction for a successful year ahead. At the outset, I want to congratulate everyone who was elected as an officer of this union. The membership has put its trust in us to do the right thing on their behalf. The membership expects us to put the election behind us and work together for the good of all. Unity is what makes us strong. Unity is what enables us to succeed. Conversely, infighting and disunity drains the power of the union and delivers us into the hands of our enemies. We cannot allow that to happen. I would like to start with a salute to our retirees and to the TWU Local 100 Retirees Association. Our retirees fought the fights that have given us the good contract and strong benefits that we enjoy today. Our TWU Local 100 Retirees Association currently has more than 7,000 dues-paying members, and they are growing steadily. The association does an outstanding job of keeping our retirees connected to their union and connected to their friends and co-workers from the job. They have a motto: you are either a retiree or a retiree in training. Our retirees deserve our respect and admiration. We all hope to be there someday. With that in mind, we launched retirement seminars to provide pre-retirement advice to the membership. We have also hired a second pension consultant so the members can seek private consultations free of charge 5 days a week at the Union Hall. The most important function of a labor union is to secure and maintain strong contracts for its members. As we meet today, I am proud to say that every dues-paying member of TWU Local 100 is either covered by a current agreement or we are in negotiations for a successor contract that provides regular wage increases, decent benefits, and strong job security language. During this past year, members ratified new contracts at First Mile Square School Bus in Yonkers, Student Transportation of America in Greenwich, Connecticut, MapStoa Staff Analyst, and associated titles in Big Bus New York and Big Bus Washington, D.C. From our earliest days, one of the hallmarks of TWU Local 100 is our relentless fight for equality on the job and equal access to promotions and higher paying jobs. In the past year, we have taken this mission to a new level with our Upward Advancement Program. In July, we successfully graduated the second full class of this vital program, which provides a unique opportunity for workers in the lowest paid titles of cleaner, traffic checker, and TPPA to advance to a guaranteed position as an apprentice in MOW titles. Workers earn their full transit salary while going through a comprehensive 6-month training regimen. Here's what one of the graduates had to say about the program.
I came from, used to work at McDonald's. I used to babysit, security guard. Then I became a cleaner, and then I came to this beautiful program which helped me out. I didn't know how to do anything as far as wiring, building up a receptacle, motors, 3-phase motors. This is like a miracle.
We are looking to increase the number of slots available for the program. Assaults against transit workers took center stage this past summer after riders posted several disturbing YouTube videos showing irate criminals punching and verbally abusing transit workers in uniform on the job. In a new way to fight, we partnered with Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez in a series of high-profile commercials that played on New York's major radio stations, promising that anyone who assaults a transit worker will be aggressively prosecuted. Here's that 1-minute radio spot. I'm Tony Utano, president of the Transport Workers Union Local 100.
And I'm Eric Gonzalez, the District Attorney of Brooklyn. You've heard about these vicious assaults on bus operators and subway conductors. That's why I'm joining with TWU Local 100, because these violent assaults must stop.
TWU Local 100 is committed to helping authorities identify and catch anyone who attacks transit workers. That's why we have asked District Attorney Gonzalez to help us make our transit system safe.
Just like police, fire, and sanitation, transit workers provide an essential service to our great city. Assaulting a New York City transit worker is a felony, and if it happens in Brooklyn, I'll aggressively prosecute these cases.
Transit workers don't cause delays. Anger towards them is totally misplaced.
If you witness an assault, do not stay silent.
Look for the union's most wanted posters in the subway, and if you recognize one of these individuals, call Crime Stoppers.
Safety on our transit system is everyone's job.
We are working closely with the new chief of the NYPD's Transit Division to devise better strategies to provide faster police response to assaults and potential dangers in the subways. With the cooperation of the MTA, we also began circulating a series of most wanted posters of perpetrators being sought for assaults on transit workers. The posters have resulted in a number of arrests. We believe that these new approaches are bearing some fruit in the fight against the plague of transit assaults. The union suffered 2 fatalities in March of 2018, just 1 week apart. These incidents underscore once again that we can never, ever let down our guard. On March 20th, a young track worker, St. Clair Richard Stevens, with only 6 months on the job, lost his life while clearing debris off track at 125th Street on the IRT line. 1 week later, MTA bus maintenance helper Stephen Levecki was killed inside College Point Depot. He had 37 years on the job and had told friends he was getting ready to retire. Hundreds of our members, officers, politicians turned out for the wakes and funeral services of these 2 union brothers to support the families and show the city that we in Local 100 are a family and that we always stand strong in times of adversity. Our Local 100 Safety Department is on call 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. We will be ever vigilant to stop these terrible tragedies from happening ever again. For much of the past year, the media have been slamming the MTA over poor service and late trains and buses. Local 100 members have been working hard to implement the MTA's answer to this criticism, the Subway Action Plan. From earliest discussions of this $800 million fix, we in TWU ensured that the plan produced the largest benefits possible for Local 100 members. We helped negotiate the plan, which has already produced 800 new transit jobs as well as significant new work to the overhaul shops. The plan has been a big win for TWU. Our transit workforce, like the infantry, lives on its feet. In the last contract, we negotiated for new, more comfortable boots. In the past year, we fully implemented this program for the benefit of thousands of our members. Gone are the days of only one type of boot by one manufacturer. We now have the largest selection available ever. In the past year, we spearheaded 3 groundbreaking wins on the political front. On 2 of them, political experts told us not even to try because what we sought was unattainable. They were wrong. The first is our victory for earned paid sick time for upwards of 230,000 Westchester County workers, including many of our school bus members. It took 2 years and a big election fight to topple Westchester County Executive Rob Astorino to complete the win. The bill was signed into law by new County Executive George Latimer this past summer. Finally, Local 100 was at the forefront of political campaign to support the election of Letitia James as State Attorney General. Tish faced a tough primary race in which she trailed in the polls. We devoted tremendous effort to the campaign here in the city, while our international union supported the effort upstate. As a result, we now have the Attorney General who has a tremendous record of support for transit workers and working families everywhere. Our responsibility as a union extends beyond the meat and potato issues of jobs and contracts. It extends into the communities where our members live and often beyond the borders of New York. As such, the union responded quickly to the needs of Puerto Rico in the aftermath of Hurricane Maria. We authorized 3 relief missions to the island with Local 100 volunteers to bring needed services to the people in the hardest hit areas inland. Administrative Vice President Nelson Rivera spearheaded the union efforts in Puerto Rico. Secretary-Treasurer Earl Phillips is working with people on the ground in the U.S. Virgin Islands to pitch in with the efforts there. Local 100 continued to grow the union through organized non-union workers. This past year, we brought in workers at Big Bus, the nation's largest open-top tour bus company in Chicago, San Francisco, Miami, Las Vegas, and Washington, D.C. We scored wins for shuttle drivers for the city's Racino. We also have a number of ongoing campaigns, and we are actively looking at other potential targets. Hard-pressed workers want to join TWU Local 100. They believe that our union is a strong, democratic organization that will fight for them and their co-workers. Our doors will always be open to new workers. I'm happy to report that 2018 produced several important wins for Local 100 on a wide variety of important issues. We settled an important et al. Grievance regarding the MTA's treatment protocols for members who tested positive for mild sleep apnea. As a result, nearly 1,000 members no longer require to go to the MAC for revisits. We stepped in to force an end to the standoff between Aetna and Montefiore health systems, which could have impacted use of hospitals, 11 major health facilities for nearly 7,000 members. We won an important fight involving the restoration of sick time for transit workers who responded to 9/11. The MTA had been dragging its feet in complying with the recently enacted New York State General Municipal Law Section 92-D, which says state agencies must honor sick time requests as non-chargeable by employees who have verified 9/11 related ailments. We negotiated an increase in dental benefits under the union's HealthPlex dental plan for Local 100 members at Liberty Lines. The new benefits matched those enjoyed by TA, OA, and MTA bus members. We continue to grow the Local 100 scholarship program for the children of Local 100 members. We have upped the awards from $25,000 annually to $80,000 and growing. We initiated a series of health and wellness seminars free of charge to members at locations throughout the system. Members receive free screenings for a number of serious medical concerns. The membership has responded very positively to these events. In just a few months, we will be opening negotiations with the MTA for a new contract covering nearly 40,000 Local 100 members at New York City Transit, MapStoa, and MTA Bus. We have already begun preliminary preparations for this most important campaign. Every negotiations with the MTA presents different challenges. The MTA is currently in a cost-cutting mode and is placing a particular target on quality of life matters and track safety. Our fundamental goals include a negotiated agreement, protection of our health benefits, and an economic package that meets our needs. In the weeks ahead, we will be convening a special meeting of Local 100 leaderships to outline strategies to achieve these goals and to discuss more specific areas of concern. We will also be reaching out in the near future to the membership for their bargaining priorities and particular departmental targets, so that we will be able to present to the MTA a comprehensive package of demands on the first day of bargaining. Finally, We will be marshaling our officers and activists for potential actions to support this all-important campaign for a fair contract. Unity is strength and is vital to success. We need all divisions of the union supporting one another to ensure success. There is no halfway in unity, and no success for one without success for all. We have made tremendous strides in our school bus division in the past few years. We now represent more school bus drivers, monitors, and maintainers than any time in our history. We have a fully staffed, modern satellite office in Yonkers that is well used by our school bus division, and this is vital to providing the best possible service to all of our Westchester members. As we look to 2019, we strive to maintain industry-leading contracts, also to bring the highest level of service possible to the membership. Our recent victory on the earned paid sick bill in Westchester showed our political muscle for all to see. It will be the foundation for further victories in the future. Politically, we will build on our legislative success in 2018 on the Tier 6 overtime bill. We were able to get the bill passed in both the Assembly and the State Senate. We are the only union taking on the Tier 6 issue in Albany. Unfortunately, last month, the governor vetoed our bill. However, in his written veto message, the governor recognized the vital role of transit workers in restoring the system back into a state of reliability. He also stated that he is committed to developing a plan to address the overtime cap issue. We went down a similar road with our veterans pension credit bill. That bill was initially vetoed and then signed into law the following year. The veto is not the end of our fight on Tier 6, but a bump in the road. We will continue to lobby to get this done. We start the new year on third base as opposed to being in the on-deck circle as we were this time last year. We are already preparing for our mass lobbying trip to Albany. We need a strong turnout this year to underscore our determination and other important legislative issues. We are developing a new officers training education program for newly elected officers, division representatives, and shop stewards. We have a regular turnover of officers, and Local 100 must be prepared to ensure the best possible delivery of services to the membership. In the past few years, we have taken back work from the contractors, which has resulted in significant gains in jobs for transit workers. We know that our members do the work better, cheaper, and on time, but it is an ongoing challenge to convince MTA decision makers of the superiority of the in-house workforce. Several weeks ago, we launched a new media campaign to expose the vast amounts of money the MTA wastes on so-called personal service contracts. The MTA paid in excess of $2 billion in the past 5 years to these companies that duplicate what MTA management should be doing. The MTA is trying to cut cleaning and track inspection, but continues to lavish money on these companies. We will continue to fight this misuse of resources as part of our contract campaign. I have been a dues-paying member of Local 100 for 38 years. I know from experience that transit workers have traditionally been amongst the most loyalist supporters of a strong union in the workplace of any union in the city, state, or nation. Our enemies thought that last year's Supreme Court decision on Janus would create a wave of union members heading to the exits. That has not happened, especially here in Local 100. We remain a 100% dues-paying membership, a fact that we should all be proud of. No one, especially the billionaire class in this nation, will destroy what we have all helped to build in our long history. Finally, the new year brings us to reflection on the many members and retirees we lost in 2018. All good union brothers and sisters. Many left us too early in life. I would like to point out 2 dedicated union officers who passed away in recent months. I knew both of them for many years. Both devoted their working lives to bettering the lives of this membership. Whitfield Gibson, chair of the Jackie Gleason Depot in Brooklyn, died of cancer on July 23, 2018. He was only 50 years old, but his impact at Gleason for his beloved members was profound. On October 20th, 2018, we lost retired Local 100 Vice President Gil Rodriguez, who remained connected to the union through the Local 100 Retirees Association since his retirement in 2002. Gil had been the chair of Hudson Pier prior to the members elevating him to vice president in 1996. While Gil and Whitfield served in different eras for our union, they shared one quality that made both of them stand out as special leaders. Neither allowed anyone, no matter how high and mighty, to disrespect this union or a Local 100 member. They stood on principle always, and both will be missed. In closing, I would like to say that we, in TWU and the labor movement as a whole, are the keepers of the flame for America's working families. Now, more than ever, we are under attack on all fronts by people and institutions determined to strip the power of the workers in the workplace. We must fight to remain that all-important firewall for the American middle class and continue to ensure that workers, especially those entering the workforce from shores of other lands, have a pathway to the middle class. These are heavy burdens. We in TWU have always carried them with pride, dignity, and determination since our earliest days. Let's stand together as one to keep that great legacy intact.